Hello and welcome to Prepspot. In this video, we are going to know about some of the most groundbreaking developments in the realm of superconductors and fusion energy that will be making waves in 2025. And I'd like you to consider how these advancements are setting the stage for a future powered by virtually unlimited, clean energy. Fusion energy, which mimics the fundamental processes of the sun by combining light atomic nuclei to release tremendous amounts of power, has long been heralded as the holy grail of energy sources. The challenge, as many of you know, has always been to achieve a net energy gain, reaching a point where the energy produced exceeds the energy that is put into the process. Recent breakthroughs, particularly those involving high-temperature superconductors, HTS, have signaled major progress in overcoming these long-standing hurdles. The spotlight of today's session is on the Spark Fusion Reactor project spearheaded by Commonwealth Fusion Systems, CFS, in collaboration with MIT. Launched as a compact tokamak, Spark is designed to harness the power of fusion in a way that could be more scalable and efficient than traditional designs. What sets this project apart is its use of HTS magnets, which are capable of operating at around 20 Kelvin. This is a significant improvement over traditional superconductors because it allows for the creation of stronger magnetic fields within a smaller and more optimized reactor design. Spark's HTS magnets are engineered from advanced materials, such as Repco, and are central to achieving a magnetic field strength of approximately 12 Tesla, a figure that, while impressive, is dwarfed by competing developments overseas, such as China's Energy Singularity project. China's recent accomplishment in this field has been equally impressive, if not more so, with the successful development of a 21.7 Tesla high-field magnet. This breakthrough magnet, part of China's broader fusion initiative and employed in the HH-170 tokamak, not only showcases the technical capabilities available in their labs but also sets a new benchmark for the kind of magnetic field strengths that can be harnessed. The ability to generate such intense magnetic fields is crucial because it directly impacts the reactor's performance, particularly in terms of plasma confinement and stability. These improvements in magnet technology reflect decades of focused research and incremental improvements, and they now promise to accelerate our path to achieving net energy gain, where the energy output from fusion not only meets but significantly exceeds the energy input. Delving deeper, let's consider the background that has led to these advancements. Fusion research, which began in earnest during the 1950s, has always been a field marked by both high ambition and considerable technical challenges. For decades, public and private sectors alike have pursued the elusive goal of creating a self-sustaining fusion reaction. Key milestones include the net energy gain achieved by facilities such as the National Ignition Facility, NIF, using inertial confinement fusion techniques in 2022, and magnetic confinement breakthroughs that have paved the way for more compact and efficient designs. With these historical markers in place, the introduction of high-temperature superconductors has emerged as a game-changer. The adoption of HTS materials means that reactors can operate with enhanced magnetic confinement efficiency, thereby reducing the size of the reactor while simultaneously increasing the strength of the magnetic fields involved. This has significant implications for the cost and construction timelines of fusion reactors, making the long-held promise of fusion energy a more tangible reality. A major milestone for Spark was reached in early April of 2025. Reports from various technological news sources on social media highlighted the delivery of the cryostat base, a critical component that is essential for cooling the HTS magnets to the near absolute zero temperatures required for proper operation. Alongside this, a breakthrough in gas injection technology, which is vital for precise plasma control, has been achieved. Plasma, the state of matter that is inherent to the fusion process, must be maintained at temperatures of around 100 million degrees Celsius, and the precise control of its density and stability is paramount. Innovations in gas injection have, therefore, received significant attention as they represent an essential part of the technical puzzle that researchers must solve to sustain the extreme conditions required for fusion. It is also important to note the influence of private sector dynamics on this evolving landscape. In recent years, there has been a notable surge in venture capital and investment in fusion research. A report from January 2025 noted that more than 45 fusion startups have emerged globally, raising a collective sum of around $7 billion. These startups are leveraging advanced HTS technology coupled with sophisticated machine learning algorithms to optimize reactor performance. Such investments underscore the shifting paradigm in energy research, from state-driven initiatives toward an increasingly privatized ecosystem where rapid innovation is both expected and continuously funded. This trend not only accelerates technological advancements but also fosters a competitive environment that encourages collaboration and cross-pollination of ideas between academic institutions, established industry players, and nimble startup ventures. Understanding the technical nuances and the terminologies used in these discussions can significantly enhance our appreciation of the current state of fusion research. For instance, the term tokamak might be familiar to many of you from previous studies. It refers to a toroidal or donut-shaped chamber in which plasma is confined by powerful magnetic fields generated by superconducting coils. The design has evolved significantly over the decades, and its modern incarnation, as evidenced by Spark, leverages HTS magnets to achieve unprecedented levels of efficiency. Another key concept is the net energy gain, often denoted by the symbol Q. Achieving a Q value greater than 1 is the primary target of fusion research, and Spark is ambitiously targeting a Q value exceeding 10. This means that for every unit of energy input, the reactor aims to produce 10 units of energy output, a milestone that, if achieved, could transform our energy systems by making fusion a viable alternative to fossil fuels. The technical details do not end there. The spark reactor relies on a meticulously engineered network of systems that work in concert to manage the intense heat and radiation produced by the fusion reaction. For example, the cryostat system, which is vital for maintaining the superconducting state of the HTS magnets, must operate within strict thermal parameters. Additionally, the gas injection systems play a critical role in regulating the plasma density, ensuring that the conditions within the reactor remain optimal for sustained fusion reactions. The engineering challenges are profound, sustaining plasma at temperatures that exceed those of the sun while simultaneously ensuring that the magnetic fields remain stable is a formidable task. Researchers are constantly refining these technologies, utilizing both simulation data and practical experimentation to push the boundaries of what is possible. The economic and environmental implications of these breakthroughs are far-reaching. The potential to generate unlimited clean energy from fusion power could offer a seismic shift in global energy consumption patterns. As fossil fuels continue to drive both economic and environmental challenges, fusion energy presents an opportunity to reduce carbon emissions on a massive scale. For example, the projected power output of the spark reactor, which lies between 50 and 100 megawatts, is sufficient to power small cities, thus alleviating the pressure on conventional power grids and reducing reliance on known renewable resources. Moreover, the economic benefits are underscored by projections that suggest a transformation in global GDP, with estimates ranging from a boost of $68 trillion to $175 trillion if fusion energy can be successfully commercialized. These projections are undoubtedly ambitious, yet they reflect the transformative potential that this technology holds for our society. This convergence of scientific innovation and private sector investment is also driving significant international competition. While the United States continues to invest heavily in projects like Spark and other fusion initiatives, China's approach, embodied by projects such as Energy Singularity and the HH-170 tokamak, is rapidly catching up. In China, the development of a record-setting 21.7 Tesla magnet represents not only a technical triumph but also a strategic move to secure a leadership position in the next generation of energy technology. The international race to harness fusion energy is, in many ways, a reflection of broader geopolitical dynamics, where nations recognize that energy independence and sustainability are critical determinants of future power structures. Let's also consider the historical context and the evolution of these technologies. Fusion research in the 1950s laid the foundational principles for understanding nuclear interactions, but it was not until decades later that the development of superconducting materials began to revolutionize the field. The discovery and subsequent refinement of high-temperature superconductors have been pivotal in this regard, enabling reactor designs that were previously thought unfeasible. These materials not only facilitate higher magnetic field strengths but also reduce the overall energy losses that are inherent in traditional superconducting systems. With such advancements, projects like Spark are now poised to achieve milestones that were once considered purely theoretical. This historical progression underscores how incremental scientific advancements can eventually lead to breakthroughs that redefine entire industries. When preparing for competitive exams, it is critical to understand not just the technical specifications and innovations, but also the broader context in which these developments take place. For instance, the shift from public to private funding in fusion research indicates a broader trend in how scientific breakthroughs are being approached in the modern era. While public institutions have long been the bedrock of scientific inquiry, the infusion of private capital has introduced new methodologies, technologies, and a faster pace of innovation. This dual approach of leveraging both public and private resources is expected to accelerate the transition from experimental reactors to fully operational power plants, likely in the early 2030s. As future scientists, engineers, or policymakers, it is crucial to appreciate how these economic dynamics directly influence the pace of technological adoption and real-world impact. The significance of these breakthroughs is not solely technical or economic, they also have profound implications for environmental policy and global sustainability efforts. With climate change continuing to pose a formidable threat to ecosystems and economies alike, the prospect of achieving fusion energy offers a tantalizing glimpse into a future where energy is both abundant and environmentally benign. Eliminating the emissions associated with fossil fuel consumption would not only mitigate the effects of global warming but also reduce air pollution, leading to better public health outcomes across the board. The intersection of technological prowess and environmental stewardship is epitomized in these projects, which are as much about preserving our planet as they are about scientific discovery. Furthermore, the geopolitical ramifications of these developments cannot be understated. Energy has always been a cornerstone of national security and economic stability, and the emergence of fusion as a viable energy source has the potential to reshape global alliances and power structures. The race to develop operational fusion reactors is fostering a climate of intense international collaboration and competition, with each nation eager to secure its share of what could be one of the most significant technological revolutions of our time. The progress made by Spark and China's magnet projects highlights how countries are not only investing in technological development but are also engaging in strategic positioning that may well define the energy landscape for decades to come. As we continue this exploration of advanced fusion energy systems, it is also critical to recognize the role of key figures who have driven these projects forward. Leaders such as Dennis White from MIT's Plasma Science and Fusion Center, along with Bob Mungard at CFS, have been instrumental in guiding their respective teams through both technical challenges and public scrutiny. Their work, along with contributions from an entire generation of scientists and engineers, has been essential in moving fusion research from the realm of experimental physics to that of practical, scalable applications. Similarly, contributions from international experts, including Dr. Junichi Miyazawa in China, have underscored the global, cooperative effort that is required to solve the energy challenges of our time. It is also worth noting that while these breakthroughs represent monumental progress, there remain significant challenges ahead. Managing a plasma that reaches temperatures over 100 million degrees Celsius is one thing, but doing so in a controlled and sustained manner is a whole different matter. The engineering hurdles include maintaining the stability of extremely strong magnetic fields and designing systems that can efficiently extract the generated power. Moreover, there are regulatory and safety considerations that must be meticulously addressed before any fusion reactor can transition from experimental status to full commercial operation. In this sense, the road ahead is as challenging as it is promising, and it requires a concerted effort from researchers, engineers, policymakers, and even the private sector to fully realize the potential of fusion energy. In conclusion, the advancements we are witnessing in 2025 are not simply incremental improvements, they represent a paradigm shift in our understanding and utilization of energy. The combined efforts of projects like Spark and China's energy singularity have brought us closer to the long-cherished dream of harnessing fusion energy, using innovative high-temperature superconductors and state-of-the-art engineering techniques. As you prepare for your competitive exams or simply strive to understand the transformative nature of these advancements, remember that what we are observing today is the culmination of decades of research, collaboration, and relentless pursuit of scientific excellence. The narrative of fusion energy, replete with historical context, technical intricacies, economic implications, and environmental potential, is a compelling testament to human ingenuity and our unyielding quest for a sustainable future. Answer this question in comments. The correct answer will be given hot and pinned. Lastly, we just want to let you know that we are a newly emerging online platform for competitive exams. Creating educational explainer videos like these requires a lot of effort, money, and time. If you like these videos and want us to excel and create videos in all categories of competitive exams, then you can consider supporting us with a one-time donation through the Ko-fi platform and also by becoming a member through Patreon. This will help us create more such informative educational videos in the competitive exams space. So, one last time, subscribe and share this channel with all your friends who are preparing for competitive exams. And also, follow us on social media platforms. The links are given in the About section of the channel and also in the video description. So, see you in the next video.